We have to watch. We don't have to, but I'm going to. We have to watch. I've covered enough of the Andrew Callaghan stuff. I might as well watch his 4.5 response video. 4.5 minute response video. If you don't know the Andrew Callaghan story thus far, TLDR, Andrew Callaghan, this guy did Channel 5, and new HBO special came out. All gas, no brakes. Leftish guy? I don't really know his politics, I guess. Leftish. Anyway, he violated the consent of some people through coercion, and they essentially said, hey, this is what happened, and he's had many pretty reputable allegations for years, and so this is his response.
All right. I never thought I'd make a video like this, but I think there's an important conversation to be had, and I just want to be fully accountable, honest, and transparent with all of you.
I'm going to turn you up, okay? Oops, probably too loud.
You guys. So I'd like to start by thanking every single person who's came out in the past week to speak about different ways in which my behavior has made them feel uncomfortable or pressured during a sexual situation, and to people who said that I've made unwanted advances and had a hard time with rejection. I'm sure this was not easy to do. It's never easy to speak out, and it was hard for me to hear as well, because to be honest with you, up until this point, I didn't even really realize that I had this pattern that had affected multiple people.
According to people's descriptions of events, they literally did talk to you about this. And one of the people that did talk to you about this, you accused of blackmailing you? I don't know, man. This doesn't sound good at all. It sounds bad. It sounds like you did bad stuff.
I'd also like to apologize for my silence. I think that when this stuff first came out, I was in a state of denial and shock. I was, just riding the high from my movie that just came out, and then within 48 hours, I was denounced by my closest collaborators, and my name was printed in 40 different news outlets next to the words sexual misconduct, and I just kind of spiraled into a mental health crisis.
I don't really look. Even if this is true, which it probably is, when you have like something is gonna fuck up his shit for a while. Sure, not the time. When he uses this kind of language, it sounds manipulative.
I'm okay now, but I don't really think this is about me. This is about the people that I've affected. So I just want to express my complete sympathy, respect, and support for anyone who I've done wrong by. And I really want to do better and be fully accountable for everything that I've done. So that being said, I want to make a few things clear. I've always taken no for an answer. As far as consent, I've never overstepped that line. But I think I want to have a more nuanced and important conversation about power dynamics, pressure, and coercion.
Huh. Okay. That's not what people are reporting. You can't say you want to take accountability and then deny the thing that they're saying you should be accountable for. Like, you shouldn't have said that at all. Now, I understand that you want to even believe this, but from their accounts of it, that is not their experience.
Because, like I said, I think for a long time, I was behaving in a way that I actually thought was normal. I thought that
it is normal. It's not correct, but it's very normal. Dudes are like this. I don't even know how much you can get done in a 4.5 minute thing. I want to have a more nuanced discussion about it. Like, this is normalized stuff. Coercion is normalized. You can tell because of your supporters. Like, and also everyone's experience before this. If this had never happened and you asked anybody, hey, have you been violated consensually because you were coerced? Like, has your consent been violated via coercion? A lot of people are going to have stories about that, whether it's sexual or not. By the way, this coercion happens constantly. Like, there's a word for it, and coercion and consent here. I want to hear your take about. Are you actually going to bring up like the role that the power plays in consent and how you handled it? And I don't know. Let's see.
You know, going home from the bar alone made you a loser. I thought that persistence was a form of flattery. And I thought that, you know, if at first somebody was reluctant, you know, they're playing hard to get, just try harder. And if you think someone's feeling you, you know, make a physical advance and see if they go with it. And I think that, especially I realized when so many young people, especially young men, rushed to defend me when this stuff first started coming out, that this type of sex pest behavior is normalized, and a lot of people think this stuff is normal when I don't think.
I'm so
that
glad
it
he
is.
said
And I
that.
think that I want to be fully responsible for not having a fluid understanding of consent and what enthusiastic two-way consent looks like.
How can you not know what it looks like? Have you never experienced that? Oh fuck. That's broader implications. Okay, so this is off the back of you saying that I never violated anyone's consent, and then you say right after that, and here are the ways that I definitely violated consent. It rings a little hollow when you start there.
That being said,
I do appreciate the description being like that's a solid description of those activities.
the things that have been said online about me are not true. A lot of things are missing really important contextual information that I think would change people's interpretation of a lot of these situations, but
Maybe.
I'm not here to invalidate anybody's lived experience. If you feel pressured, you know, that's just what it is. I hope that young people and young men in particular can use my mistakes to learn and move through life with a better understanding of consent. As far as what I have planned, I'm not really sure what comes next. I mean, obviously, you know, reporting is my one true love, and I'm 25 years old, and I have my whole life ahead of me. But I really think that I need to do some serious work on myself and figure myself out. So I'm going to start therapy sessions pretty much immediately. Also, not to blame alcohol, but I truly believe that alcohol was a contributing factor to my poor decision making.
Sure.
And I think that alcohol in general has had a devastating impact on my life. So I think I'm going to make the decision to join the 12-step program for Alcoholics Anonymous. And during this journey into sobriety, I want to take a serious step back from public life. And like I said, figure myself out. And I hope that this reaches the ears of anyone who's felt affected by me. I'd love to reach out to you, or you can reach out to me, even just for me to say, I'm sorry. And
Okay, here's the thing. I don't think interacting with those people in that way is for them. I feel like it's a for you thing, because you feel the need to do that to feel cleansed in some way. You feel apologetic, and to make amends. I mean, I guess it's fine to reach out, but I don't like the concept of forgiveness. At least the way it's pitched in how we socialize to believe that forgiveness happens. Forgiveness is often very self-serving in the way that Christians and people usually push it, you know.
I really apologize, and I appreciate you all. I also want to apologize to my closest collaborators, you know, my friends, my family, and people who will have to wear this stain on their career forever. You guys don't deserve this, and I love you guys. That being said, if you never want to watch Channel 5 again, I understand. I hope you remember the missions of radical empathy and media literacy that we have tried to put into the world through our coverage. All right, that's all I want to say.
Huh. Okay, part of it, I mean, I like part of it. This part
Physical advance. And just try harder. And if you think if at first somebody was reluctant, you know, they're playing hard to get, just try harder. And if you think someone's feeling you, you know, make a physical advance and see if they go with it. And I think that, especially I realized when so many young people, especially young men, rushed to defend me when this stuff first started coming out, that this type of sex pest behavior is normalized. And a lot of people think this stuff is normal when I don't think that it is. And
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he said this part. He contradicts himself a couple times in the just in this section, but it's whatever. It rings a little bit platitudinous. There are the correct things have been said several times. I mean, I'm way more interested in how the people affected feel than how he feels. I guess, you know. I've been. Oh my god! Why would you fucking self-report? I'm looking at the comments. I've been in these situations. As a woman. Never mind. I thought I said with women. Okay, never mind. I've been in these situations as a woman, and honestly, hearing someone admit this is a pattern that they never acknowledge and understand consent now, getting sober and not continuing his behavior means a lot more than most men do. Oh, bars on the fucking floor. This 100% did make me seriously reflect on some of my more questionable behavior in the past. Hurts me to think I may have hurt and traumatized someone in the past. Hope more guys seriously look at that. I mean, I hope. Look, admitting it is the first step. Maybe. Damn, dude. I haven't watched the video yet. Never mind. There's no winner in this. I appreciate your acknowledgement of what happened, your self-reflection regarding your actions. Take care of yourself, Andrew. Really complex and difficult thing to have a conversation about. Some of these allegations are a thing almost every girl experiences. Guys being insanely persuasive and thinking that no means try harder. I've had woke ex-BFs do this exact thing. Woke. It's something that no guy wants to think about. His own history of doing some sort of thing, and just like Andrew says, most guys just think is normal behavior and are in denial. Saying that almost every girl experiences guys being too persuasive to the point where it's really uncomfortable and sometimes you just give in to have it be over is not discrediting these girls that call Andrew out. I applaud them for speaking out. It's just so insanely shocking to see people say that Andrew in particular is a monster who should be locked up for the rest of his life. Wait, what? We're getting some fan stuff. If that's your take, remember that at least 30 to 35% of your guy friends should be too. It's a systemic thing. It's not wrong. It's a result of growing up in a patriarchal structure. It's not only someone's fault on an individual level. You guys are being well, I mean, it's not only someone's fault on an individual level, but while it is a systemic problem, you fucking did the thing. You can't not look. He doesn't get to be fucking fine just because it's systemic. That's an explanation, not an excuse. Like, no, come on, stop. It's because you like a guy. Ridiculous. I don't know. The comments are sucking this dude. Fuck. True. The apology is worded in a very manipulative way and makes it sound like he was just accused of being an inconsiderate creep. The reality is much more disturbing and disappointing if you haven't seen the allegations. There's a detailed and nearly comprehensive post on the Channel 5 subreddit. It's a lot worse than he's making it sound. Yeah, I mean, it is. I don't know. I agree. I think he doesn't. I think he's disassociating himself with some of the severity of it on purpose as a cope. And I think that some of the things he said were correct. But it really doesn't seem like a guy who gets it. It seems like a guy who knows the language for it. I could be wrong, but that's my vibe. That's what I'm sussing out of it.